Find a comfortable place to sit. Let the shoulders relax. You might even find a little shoulder roll so that you can feel the shoulders fully relaxed. And gently close the eyes. Let the eyelids relax, let the face relax. And here we'll bring the attention to the base of the spine, to the tailbone. Feeling fully grounded through our seat. Secure and supported. And begin to imagine the color red. Imagine a red glow spiraling around the base of the spine. Continuing to feel grounded, to feel secure here. And bringing to mind a space or person with whom you feel most safe. Seeing that gentle red glow in that space or around that person. Gratitude for that comfort, for that security. And then here acknowledging that your basic needs are met. You are fed, you are clothed, and you have shelter. And affirming these things to yourself, repeat in your mind, I am fed, I am clothed, I have shelter. And bringing your attention back to the base of the spine, back to that imagined red coil of light. Imagine that red coil of light moving just slightly up through the body, and turning to an orange coil, an orange spiral. Just below the belly button. Here, acknowledging your passions in life. And bringing to mind something that you have, that you don't need, but that you have desired. Something you desired that you received. And imagine that thing in a glow of orange light. Acknowledging again here that you have your basic needs met and that you also have received some of those things that you want. And gratitude for that. Bringing your attention back to that space just below the belly button. That spiral of orange light moving up just above the belly button. At the space of the solar plexus. And turning to the color yellow. And see that spiral of yellow. And that space of your power. Acknowledging your right to take action. And bringing to mind a moment when you have felt powerful in life. A moment where you have acted knowing the necessity of whatever that action was in that moment. And see that space of power, see that action in a glow of yellow light. And here again, gratitude that your basic needs are met, that you have some of the things that you want, and that you have experienced places of power and action. Bringing your attention back to that spiral of yellow just above the belly button, moving up toward the heart and turning to a green light. A spiral of green moving around the heart. Our heart, our main source for life. And bringing to mind a moment when you felt most loved. A moment where you felt deeply cared for. Maybe you see the person that was the source of that love. Or something else in that moment that was the source of that love. Imagine that person or whatever that source is surrounded in a green light. Feeling that sense of life-giving love. And having received that love, Bringing to mind a moment where you have loved, where you have expressed compassion toward someone else. And bringing that scene to mind, imagine that scene aglow in green light. Seeing yourself as a source of love for others. And bringing your attention back to your heart, back to that spiral of green. And imagine that spiral of green moving up to the throat first. And turning to the color blue. Feeling that spiral of blue moving around the throat. In that space of our truth, of our right to speak, and our capacity to listen. And bringing to mind a moment where you felt empowered to speak. Perhaps there was some inspiration behind that power to speak. An encouraging word from someone you loved, from a book, from something you watched that encouraged you to say something in that moment. To say something powerful that was helpful. And seeing those words, even if you don't remember them clearly, seeing that scene aglow in blue light. And bringing to mind a moment when you had full capacity to listen to someone else. to hear, to take in someone else's truth. With a compassionate and attentive ear. Perhaps that person even said to you or indicated to you that they felt heard. And imagine their words, that scene, that moment, aglow in blue light. Finding here gratitude that your basic needs are met, that you have some of the things that you want, that you have power, that you have heart, you have love, and you have been loved, and that you have been able to speak and been able to listen. And bringing your attention back to the throat, feeling that spiral of blue moving around the neck and up to the space between the eyebrows into a deeper blue, a glowing indigo. In that space of knowledge and wisdom. All of us having experienced life over a number of years hold some wisdom, hold deep knowledge. Have lessons that we've learned and are still learning. So bring to mind here in this moment something that you have learned over your life. Over the years that you have been here. That you have laughed or cried. That you have felt deep hurt and deep love. What have you learned? And know there is something. Knowing that even being here in this moment indicates your desire to grow in knowledge and wisdom. And seeing what you've learned aglow in that deep blue light. Finding here that moment of gratitude, that your basic needs are met, that you have some things you want. You have power, you have compassion, you have truth, and you have wisdom. Bringing your attention back to the center of the forehead. Imagining again that spiral of dark blue light moving up to the crown of the head and out just beyond the crown of the head into that space above, turning to the color purple, that violet color, that color of royalty. In that space of epiphany, enlightenment, in that space where we feel whole, at one, connected fully. And entirely at peace. And this is the space where we can rest. Your gratitude that you have everything you need, things that you want, that you have power, that you have compassion, truth, wisdom, and deep peace. And here, giving a gentle wiggle to the fingers, a gentle wiggle to the toes. Gently open the eyes. Place a hand on the belly, a hand on the heart. Find a deep breath in. Deep breath out. A hand on the heart, a hand on the space of the third eye, that space of wisdom. A deep breath in, a deep breath out. And bringing the hands together in prayer, thumbs raising above the crown of the head. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale, gently bowing forward. Connecting the fingers to the ground. Namaste.